The gentleman from Texas is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And now I'm pleased to recognize the ranking member of our Rules Committee, Mr. Cole, for 3 minutes.
The gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to thank my good friend, Dr. Burgess, for yielding. I rise today, Madam Speaker, in opposition to the previous question and fully support the immediate consideration of H.R.18, the No Taxpayer Funding for Abortion and Abortion Insurance Full Disclosure Act of 2021. The bill would codify protections for unborn and would make them permanent. These protections are commonly carried as part of the Hyde Amendment, which has been carried in the appropriations bills produced by the Labor, Health and Human Services and Education Subcommittee of Appropriations, where I'm the ranking member for the past 45 years. There's no cause greater for any member of Congress than defending life, especially amongst the most vulnerable. When I was privileged to be chair of the subcommittee, every one of the annual appropriations bills passed out of the subcommittee carried this important protection. Yet the majority has once again begun the misguided assault on life. First, with President Biden's revocation of the Mexico City policy, followed by legislative efforts to dismantle the Hyde Amendment, both of which protect life and prevent taxpayer-funded abortion. Since the Hyde Amendment was first enacted in 1976, it's estimated that this provision has saved more than 2 million lives. It's been supported by lawmakers of both parties on both sides of the aisles and signed into law by presidents of both parties every single year since then. Indeed, every Democratic member other than freshmen have voted for legislation containing the Hyde Amendment. When he was serving in the United States Senate, President Biden at that time expressed his support for the inclusion of this provision, a stance he has since abandoned. Eliminating this provision in the annual appropriations bills would be a terrible mistake and at odds with the beliefs of a strong majority of the American people. A recent Marist poll found that 58% of Americans oppose taxpayer funding for abortion, while only 38% support it. Hyde protects the conscience rights of the great majority of Americans who are opposed to publicly funded abortion for religious, moral, or fiscal reasons. It allows states to choose to fund elective abortions or not with state taxpayer dollars, and the people of 34 states have voluntarily chosen not to do so. As we look ahead to the annual appropriations process, I would remind my friends on the other side of the aisle that 200 Republicans, including every single Republican member of the Appropriations Committee, signed a letter to congressional leadership stating that they would oppose any spending bill that did not include Hyde protections. I see no better way for us to continue to celebrate life and ensure protections for the unborn than by making the Hyde Amendment permanent, which we can do if we pass H.R. 18 into law. Thank you, Madam Speaker, and with that, I yield back.